Hello everyone, this is Dana Talverk and welcome back to HFfeb. And today we are taking a look at my very minor revamp of Speeda Demon. So basically all I really did with this revamp was I made his horns bigger, swapped out his translucent parts with gold, and then armored up his bike a bit more. So let us separate him from his bike so we can take a look at the two things in more detail. And we will set Speeda Demon to the side first and look at his bike primarily because that's his cool thing. So for his bike, it is just the standard build, but I added these attachment points here so you can store the swords on it. And then I added an extra bit of armor on these back wheels here, and then put his original horn pieces up front here to kind of bulk out the front of the bike because I thought the front was kind of tiny. So the gimmick with the bike that I added was just weapon storage, so you can just take out his swords from these little bars just like so, and that's it for the bike. That's kind of its whole gimmick. So now we will move on to Speeda Demon himself, a character that I was very glad to get my hands on because I kind of didn't realize Hero Factory even existed until just as Breakout was ending and Brain Attack was starting. So I saw Speeda Demon on a shelf at a store once and didn't have the money for him, and I was very sad. So I was very glad to pick up my own Speeda Demon fairly recently. And then I customized him a little bit just to make him more imposing because he's kind of wimpy and lanky in his original design. And then I switched out his eyepiece for a green one because I kind of just I don't like the idea that every character that has red eyes in Lego stuff are evil. I don't like that because when Bionicle started, some of your heroes would have red eyes, and the Big Bad Makuta set from 2003 had blue eyes, which are now considered the hero eye color, which I hate. So I wanted to give Speeda Demon green eyes because he's a green character, so I felt like green for the eyes made more sense. My split face MOC also has green eyes, which that is next week, because that's just the original eye color of the character. So I've kind of accidentally made it so all of my villains that I have built currently have green eyes, but all of my heroes that I have built currently have green eyes, so it kind of balances out. Anyway, for Speeda Demon's gimmick, you have the extra hands back here, and you can take the swords from the bike and put them in the extra hands, and that's sort of his whole gimmick. And that was the gimmick with the original set as well, so not really... Whoops, I put the swords in the wrong position. So not really anything groundbreaking with this MOC in comparison to his original, except now instead of wielding the electricity thingies from the bike as swords, he has regular just golden sword blades. I believe these blades came from Tahu, Master of Fire. Oh wait, did I end up... Oh, I messed it up. Flung the freaking sword. So yeah, that's sort of his whole gimmick, and that's always been his whole gimmick, is having the sort of four swords Oni sort of aesthetic, which I like. So now let's get on to articulation for these two figures. So the bike for articulation can rotate here, just like the original set, and then the wheels spin, but not very great because the extra armor kind of gets in the way of them spinning properly. which is probably the reason the original set didn't have the extra armor, but I thought it would be kind of cool to bulk up the bike. Speeda Demon, he's got ball jointed shoulders, hinge jointed elbows, ball jointed wrists, ball jointed hips, hinge jointed knees, ball jointed ankles, and then he's got a hinge, ball joint, and then a double ball jointed neck. So that about does it for the articulation of Speeda Demon. Tune in next week for the end of HFfeb, where we take a look at my split face MOC.